Hi Sagis, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot and another timeless reading. Let us begin. Alright, you get the King of Cups and it's in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse, talking about you focusing your attention towards your innermost feelings, right? This is looking within and taking care of our feelings on the inside in order to have a better control over them on the outside, to stay grounded and not very reactional. So how can one do such thing? This might be talking about maybe you need to read some books about some self-development. Maybe this is through affirmation or conditioning or self-learning or unlearning, or really doing the exercises and digging deep like inside, right, to know what makes us tick and what makes us feel comfortable, and where are like our buttons, and if there are certain buttons that are pushed, how can we take care of them, nourish them, all of that, right? In order to, once that work is done, we will be able to reverse back that King of Cups and become very emotionally centered and in control regardless of the circumstances, becoming more like the type of people that act rather than react, right? And so this is what is needed from you, as well as this is your current energy. And with the Ten of Wands in reverse, this is also talking about you having or focusing on so many circumstances or events or actions or choices that are not really necessary in your life. They're just extra burdens, right? So this is asking you to take a look at everything that you're carrying energetically, whether maybe you are worrying too much about circumstances that you cannot control. You just need to accept them as they are. Maybe you are handling way too many passion projects. Maybe you are taking care of way too many things or too many people. Whatever it is, right? This is like something that's really unnecessary, right? Because sometimes when it is in the upright, it talks about all these at least necessary or very crucial things that we're carrying, like responsibilities. Here I feel like there's something that maybe you are considering or taking on as a responsibility, but it isn't really that. So this is an exercise in asking you to lighten up the load, right? Look at what you can let go of energetically, and that will be helping you towards this inner looking, like looking inwards journey, right? And whenever you do look inwards, this is also going to guide you towards what is necessary in your life currently energetically and what is not necessary, right? What is there an energetic action or circumstance or something that is triggering something in you that shouldn't trigger that something in you? Is that indicating an area where you need to heal or nurture a certain feeling? Something like that, which is pretty like, let's continue and see what do you want out of this situation. You get unrequited love in reverse. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, but this is in reverse. And so this is exactly, again, talking about that self-love. Instead of investing all this energy and all these like reactions into things that aren't necessary, this is another validation to look inwards, to love yourself. This is a loud message of self-love. And not only that, but this is also telling you to sort of focus on the energies or situations or relationship that are equitable, that have give and take, and that are fair in terms of the energetic exchange, right? If there is a relationship or circumstance or project or job or partner, whatever, that feels more draining, where you put in a lot without getting a lot from, right? Regardless of what that currency is, then it's time to just lighten up the load. It is not necessary in your life. Let's see. Communicate clearly in reverse, and this is what they want. So I think there is something or someone that isn't communicating clearly with you, and so this is also, I feel, part of the not equitable relationship between you two, is that there is a lack of clear communication from their end, and you gotta be sort of aware of that, because that also allows you to understand them better, to understand the situation better, to understand that whatever this is, if this is miscommunication when it comes to a project, to a time delivery, to a relationship, to a situation, whatever it is to understand that this is coming from a lack of clear communication rather than a bad intention. So the intentions are good, but it is leading to that imbalance in the relationship. And you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So exactly, like, as much as the intentions are good, sometimes this can cause hurt. But this is why it's very important for you to be aware of that and to not let it affect you, to understand the situation better, that this is clearly just a miscommunication. Let's see where all of this going. All your cards are reversed today. Intense. Something needs to be rectified. Even this one, see? Grow within your current situation. This is wise one. Exactly. So usually when this is upright, this is talking about a situation that, or a challenge or obstacle that is proving to you that it's going to help you with your growth, right? The fact that this came in reverse in where all of this is going, and I talked to you a little bit about the unnecessary project, action, choice, or whatever, and how it was imbalanced because of clear miscommunication and all that. And so I feel like with this card, this is really telling you that this is something unnecessary. This is talking about you needing to make a choice, to let go of something, someone, a direction also. It could be changing direction, letting go of a choice, letting go of a job, letting go of a project, letting go of a situation, letting go of a partnership, letting go of a... It's just a situation. It could be even like you're invited somewhere, right? Like you just gotta let go of something that just feels here very unnecessary. Like there are no big lessons to draw from this. It's only going to lead to certain miscommunication, and you're not even blamed. Like this is their card, right? So it's a situation where the other person or the other entity or the other situation are not clearly communicating with you, and this is creating an imbalance in the give and take, and it's just an extra burden that you don't need right now, right? Like this is not necessary. It's not going to add to your life or remove anything from your life. It's just extra, and you know, you don't want to carry extra, and that's why you gotta just look inwards, right? You gotta focus your attention on your innermost feelings and really take initiative to see why did you feel at the beginning inclined to carry that unnecessary burden, situation, project, person, whatever that is. Why did you take that choice? Once you do that, once you do acknowledge that, you're going to be able to be more attuned to your soul's song and be really more authentic towards what really resonates with you and what you're doing out of your conditioning, or because of something from your childhood, or because you're inclined to overcompensate a certain inner issue that you have through certain actions. And I think this navel gazing exercise is going to help you open your eyes towards that and see why you do the things you do. But at the same time, it's going to make it clear that this is totally unnecessary, and it's going to help you let it go. Now let's look at, because this is the actual situation, and here we're going to be talking more about the actions to do. So let's see first. What could be like the pulling apart energy, we call it. What is pulling you apart? Love it. Love the cards when they talk like this. Exactly. What is pulling you apart is that the extra responsibility, right? So remember when I told you that when it's in reverse, it's an extra burden that is not necessary in your life. And so what this card is telling you is that thinking that this could be a responsibility and that you've got to carry it out is only going to pull you apart. No, the whole idea here is to really let go of that energy, let go of that want, let go of that. Not every single choice is the right one. Not every single person is meant to be in our life at a certain point or in a certain time frame. Not every opportunity we have to say yes to. Not every challenge we gotta carry it. Not just because you can carry more or you're capable or whatever, you gotta, have that added to your plate. And so this is literally, this could not get any better, right? Also, this is 10, 10, and 1 equal 2. And so this is talking about a partnership. You gotta let go. You gotta, if it's not talking about actually letting go of a partnership, at least you gotta let go of the mutual projects that you two are doing together. Whether this is a social visit, whether this is a commitment, whether this is a project you're working on together, whether this is a hobby you go to, maybe you both go to the gym together, I don't know what you take lessons together, something like that. That is not, you're doing it out of, based on something coming from the inside, right? Like you don't enjoy this, maybe the other person does, and you're doing it for them. Now, why you're doing it, you're gonna figure that out. It has something to do with like overcompensating for something. So instead of doing all that, right, just let go and focus on the inside, because you can nurture yourself, you can heal yourself to stop taking these unnecessary burdens, and that's going to help you, be more attuned to your authentic self. And yeah, I feel like, you don't need to carry all of this. Right? You can be happy the second you stop looking for happiness or trying to, making everyone happy, something like that, right? You're just doing something extra and it's just unnecessary. Now let's see what is the energy that will draw you together. Trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. This came in reverse. And for me, this is saying that not every idea is worth exploring again, right? Not every opportunity is worth taking. Not every burden is worth carrying. Not every help is worth going for it. This is an exercise in restraint, in letting go, and being not only okay with it, being happy with it. You don't always have to carry the world on your shoulders, Saggies. Sometimes it's just futile, that there's not even a lesson out of it. The only lesson is that you're just fucking yourself, because you're, instead of tending to your innermost feeling, you're just overcompensating for certain innermost issues instead of healing them and dealing with them. So this is literally an exercise in letting go and dedicating that time to healing yourself on the inside in order to stop taking these energy draining decisions and then channel all that energy left, because once you stop doing all of that, you're going to have so much energy, and then you can channel that energy into actually turning your ideas into a reality. Let's see the last action to take. It is the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Before we go into that, let me just show you how also they're falling under each other, these cards. We have had the Ten of Wands exactly under the unrequited love in reverse, and that means really, because of all this imbalance, you're ending up into something where you're carrying extra things without any merit, right? It's not even you're passionate about this person and this person doesn't give a shit about you. No, this is not the case, because this got in reverse. You're just I feel like you're just giving yourself excuses to why you're doing this without, by saying, oh, I want to be there for that person, or I want to do this, or I want to do good, or I want to handle this extra thing or whatever. But in reality, you're not facing yourself. You're even lying to yourself. That's not even the reason why you're doing this. You're doing this thanks to some fucked up issue on your inside that you're just trying to overcompensate with. And so you gotta break that cycle, right? And you also, when you got like here that not every opportunity is real, is trustworthy, is safe to go forward with, and all of that, it was because of clear miscommunication here, right? And so this is saying that maybe someone is trying to paint something as if it's a good idea, and it ain't. It ain't. Anyhow, let's go back to the Knight of Swords. And exactly, this is the action to take. And the Knight of Swords talks about implementing these new ideas that you have. So exactly, the second you're gonna stop wasting your time over something that doesn't even hold the lesson of growth, because it really just is unnecessary, you're gonna be able to start marching on into channeling all that energy by, creating, turning your ideas into reality and building something for yourself that's authentic and that resonates with you. And that starts by running away from all of that. If you notice, the Knight of Swords here is really heading, first he's taking care of that. He's not escaping because the direction wasn't turned to the right. It was literally looking at the whole reading to the left, and that's just saying he's coming in full vigor, telling them no, 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 no. I want to focus on that, right? So in order for you to be able to focus on your innermost feelings and to nurture yourself, you gotta be willing to cut and slash all these unnecessary burdens and choices and actions. And I see you doing that, and that's amazing. I see you going with full conviction and implementing this literally on the ground, actually, saying no to this, releasing something, letting go of something, and eventually having all the time and energy because you released all these unnecessary draining activities. Now you'll have the energy. Once you reach here, once the Knight of Swords reach here, you'll have the energy to nurture yourself. And once you start nurturing yourself by reading, because the swords are the mind, right? So it is nurturing the mind and learning through the mind in order to reverse and have full control over your emotions. So you'll have time to read a self-developing book that's gonna change your life, to navel gaze, to look at your inner thoughts, to watch things, to learn, to do affirmation, to do spiritual work, whatever it is. And all of that now will help you be in control again of your emotions and feeling on top of, the world. And then no matter what's going on around you, no matter how much there is a lot going on, you remain safe. I love it. I love it. All right, Saggies. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for clicking the like button. It shows me that you appreciate my content. Thank you for sharing my videos by clicking the share button. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. You give me life. If you did not subscribe to this video yet, please click the subscribe button under it or at the end on the Sagittarius Tarot logo. Thank you for everyone who commented as well. It helps me bond with you. Stay blessed, aligned, and connected. I love you.